Oh my God. This is Special Agent Jack Bracken. There's been an accident on Highway 1. I'm sending you my location right now. I need medical.
Help me.
Not today. All right, I know. I'm coming.
Mr. Bracken. Hi there, this is Dr. Kuda calling you back. Yes, please, just come on in right at 8 o'clock. My door is the last one down a hallway on the left. You will see my name on the door, Dr. Kuda. I will see you at 8. Ciao.
Dr. Kuda, Alexa, shut down. Alexa, shut down.
Mr. Bracken, how are you?
Am I early?
No, you're right on time. I'm sorry about the loud music. It really gets me pumped up. You know, it's a technique I've been using to warm up ever since grad school.
How long ago was that? Last year?
Sarcasm. It usually represents a feeling of superiority or nervousness. You don't know me long enough to feel superior, or maybe you do. Maybe you judge people right away. I mean, I'm sure that this office and what it represents makes you feel uncomfortable. Do you mind?
What? If you get high?
Do you want to hit?
I work for the FBI.
Of course. Why don't you tell me about yourself? How did you get into a career in law enforcement?
My grandpa was a cop. My dad was a cop. So I'm a cop. There's always going to be injustice in the world.
What?
Something I just remember my dad used to say to me all the time. You can either be somebody that does something about it, or you can turn your back and pretend it's not happening.
Can you give me an example of, an injustice that you can't turn your back on?
Last week, there was this guy looking for trouble hanging outside of that new fancy douchey restaurant on Spring Street.
Bradbury's?
That's the one.
How did you know he was looking for trouble?
There's a certain look that guilty people have that I can see. So, this woman comes out of the restaurant, this guy follows her, she walks into an alleyway, there's another guy there, they trap her, and I took care of it.
You took care of him? Did you kill him?
No. I fucked him up pretty bad.
So when did it begin? I mean, when did you become the kind of person that had to stop injustice?
When I was 16. When I was 16, I joined the Marines and I lied about my age. I told them I was 18.
Why?
Because when I was 16, somebody shot my dad in the head while he was on a stakeout. Well, that's when my anger started. My mom cried for months. And my little sister, she doesn't even remember my dad. And for me, that's the worst part because she meant the world to him. And she has no memory of who he was.
Let's go back to the Marines.
Soon after I joined the Marines, the brass noticed me and they wanted to know if I was interested in special forces. I was. Turns out I'm pretty good at the special forces shit.
What about your sister? How did she turn out?
Sam? She turned out great.
Sam.
Samantha, my sister. She's the brains in the family. She's working undercover and studying to be a lawyer.
A family of heroes. What is it, Mr. Bracken?
Well, this is where it gets a little weird.
I'm sure I can handle it.
It's the reason why I'm here today.
Go on.
A few weeks ago, I'm at the bank. I'm in line. 2 people up from me, it's this guy. He gets to the teller and he pulls out a gun. Make a long story short, I stop the robbery and I save a kid. She turns out to be a person who can,
What?
grant wishes.
Like a genie.
I didn't say that, you did.
Did she grant you a wish?
She certainly did.
What did you wish for?
That I could go back in time and stop bad things from happening.
Oh. Great. Could you go back and change the outcome of the 2016 election?
That'd be a good one. But I only have 48 hours of the time of the event to change it.
Okay. I got a speeding ticket yesterday. Can you hop back and fix that for me?
I could, but I only have 6 time jumps, and I've used a couple already. One fairly recently, so I think I should save them for more important things.
This is amazing.
You believe me?
No, I didn't say that.
Have you ever heard of the bystander effect?
The thing that happened in the 60s, right?
Kitty Genovese. She was murdered in 1964, raped and stabbed to death in the streets of New York City. It was reported that 38 witnesses either saw or heard the event, but nobody called the cops. Nobody helped. Nobody did anything. The bystander effect is when somebody is less likely to help if other people are around because they think somebody else is in charge.
And people get scared, they don't want to get hurt.
No, there's either right or there's wrong. And if I was around in 1964, I would have saved her. Just to see the look on that motherfucker's face when he realized it was him that was now being hunted.
You are angry.
I'm tired. I'm physically tired. I'm tired of being angry. I'm tired of being a hero.
Anything else?
I used to think my wish was important.
Isn't it?
I don't know. Yes, maybe. It's too much pressure. I'm not God.
I think you're a pretty smart guy. But this time travel thing, I believe you're just using it as a metaphor to explain your obsession with injustice. Come on, you're a hero. You joined the service to be trained in what? Anything that gives you the right tools to be a hero. A police officer and FBI that gave you the smarts and the resources to become the total package. But this genie thing, I think you're gonna have to come up with something better than that to cover up for your informants. You're putting the pressure on yourself. I think you're gonna have to embrace who you are, otherwise just forget the whole thing. You can choose to focus on the beautiful things in life, not the ugly. That's the only way you're gonna find any peace.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
What is this?
You're going to a party later tonight, right?
Who are you?
I'm the hero.